everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a beauty scenario tag that was created by Lily Pebbles, and we've got a couple of questions that I have to answer, so a couple of scenarios, not questions, and you're going to hear my version of what I would do if I was in that scenario. So without further ado, I've got everything on my Kindle, hence why I like this little thing as well. You might have seen this in my recent video. I've got a couple of the questions, the scenarios here. I'm just going to get right into them straight away. So without further ado, let's get into scenario one. So scenario one says you have to get rid of all your foundations and only keep one high-end and one drugstore. Which one would you keep? So with drugstore foundation, I would definitely keep my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I love this to bits. But the high-end foundation, the only one I'd probably keep is the MAC Face and Body. Reason being that it's very light, it's very water-based, and it's perfect if you've got a tan already, you don't want to have a lot of foundation on. You just need a bit of this and it will just even out your skin tone, and that's it. So that's that one. So scenario number two. You go for an interview and the lady interviewing you has lipstick on her teeth. Do you approach the subject or ignore it completely? Now, honestly, if I was being interviewed, I wouldn't actually tell her she's got lipstick on her teeth. I wouldn't think if she looked in the mirror afterward that she'd know that I've seen her with lipstick all day, because she could have literally just done it there and then after she's kind of looked in the mirror. But I wouldn't really want to tell her that she's got lipstick on her teeth, basically because if she's interviewing you, you probably would spike your chances of getting a job if you kind of telling her you've got lipstick on your teeth. I just wouldn't do that. Scenario number three. You're not feeling yourself and you need a pick-me-up lipstick. Which one would you go for? It's really easy. Now, the lipstick that I would normally go for is any new MAC lipstick that I've purchased, and that would probably be, at the moment, would be Speed Dial, as I got that recently when I went on vacation back home. This is just a normal basic muted pink and it's just amazing. It's cream sheen. And if I'm feeling a bit more adventurous, I'll probably go for the Riri Woo lipstick, which is the red. If I want to go for a very minimal and just a pop of colour, I'd definitely go for that one. So it really depends what kind of mood I am in, that's for sure. So scenario number four. Okay, you go back in time for a day to your teenage years. How would you do your hair and makeup differently? Regarding makeup, I didn't really do any much makeup. I always did like eyeliner and a bit of gloss. Lipstick never existed for me during my 13-year-old age thing. But then I remember growing up, I was getting to this concealer lipstick look, and it looked horrible. It made me look washed out, and I would definitely kind of shout at my teenage self about that, because I looked horrible, and muting out your lips to like this kind of concealed look and I looked dead, and looking back I would never do that again. I would probably tell myself, my teenage self, to put some lipstick on at that time. So that's my scenario four, what I would do in my teenage years for the day. So scenario five is you ask your hairdresser for a shoulder length PIXIE LOTT haircut, but they hear wrong and give you a PIXIE haircut. Now, I would have killed them if they did that, but anyways. Do you A. smile, say thank you, leave and call your mum and cry hysterically, B. cry in the chair and things get awkward, or C. complain to the manager and demand a refund? One, if I saw scissors getting close to my ear, I would have snapped by then. Maybe asleep, which is not really going to happen, but if, for example, this really did happen, I would probably have complained. Not sure if I would have done it there and then or if I would have gone home and called, but I'm not one to be very quiet and not say anything. I'm a very big mouth, and which my mum used to tell me, I'm very big mouth and I say what I feel and I'm not shy about it. And if that ever did happen, the person who did cut my hair would have been in a lot of trouble, unfortunately, and the manager would have known about it as well. So that's my case solved. Let's go on to scenario 6, which is your friend surprised you with a 4-day city break, thank you girls, and you have 1 hour to pack. Which do-it-all palette do you pack in your makeup bag and why? Now for this one, it will definitely have to be this gorgeous beauty here, which is the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I swear by this palette, I love it to bits. It's got all my favourite colours in here. my neutrals, I've got a bit of dark colours, a bit of in-between colours, and I just swear by this, and this will definitely be my go-to palette if I'm going on vacation and have 1 hour to pack. For sure, this would have gone in my little travel case. Let's go on to scenario 7, which is, your house has been robbed. I really hope not. Don't worry, everyone is safe, but your beauty stash has been raided. What's the product you really hope is safe? That isn't hard at all. I probably would want to make sure that all my MAC lipsticks are still intact and still in my stash. I'd be very upset if all those limited edition MAC lipsticks that I took ages to find, especially obviously living in Malta, they were so hard to get a hold of since we don't have a MAC store back home. Honestly, would be crushed and heartbroken if those ever went missing, because they just took that was just a long job and took forever to build, and I've got nearly 20 now, and looking back, they did take quite a long time to accumulate, especially obviously living without a MAC store nearby and how easy it is to do now. But regardless of anything, I would definitely check that all my MAC lipsticks are still in their place. Scenario 8, and this is the final one. Your friends borrow your makeup and returns it in an awful condition. Do you A, just pretend you haven't noticed, B, ask them to repurchase it, or C, secretly do the same to something of theirs? Now C is out of the question. I will never do the same thing to them, because that's just really wrong and they wouldn't really be your friends. But I'd probably go with A, just pretend you haven't noticed, unless you've actually asked them and I've actually told them, can you just please be careful. But really, I know my friends, if they did ruin them or something, they'd probably tell me and just say that I'll just repurchase another one for you, I'll just go out and buy one for you. But yeah, I wouldn't ever go for C. But if they were my friends and if they did notice that they've done something wrong to it, I think they would actually come and tell me about it. But I will list a couple of people that I want to recreate this beauty scenario tag, so I'll leave all of them down below in the down bar. Really hope you enjoyed this tag video, and be sure to give this a thumbs up, comment and subscribe to my channel. The link will be down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!